Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we're taking a look at the 1990 Suzuki Cervo mode SR4. Don't lie to me, you didn't know this car was in this game, did you? You completely forgot about it. You know about your Suzuki Altos and Cappuccinos and Wagons, but no one expects the mode Cervo. I forgot this existed, to be perfectly honest with you. And I've looked at this car list for an unfathomable amount of time. It's an interesting looking car. From the front, it kind of looks a bit like a off-roader, and then from the back, it kind of looks like a Peugeot 106 with a light strip. Very weird car. It's not going to be particularly quick. It is four-wheel drive, 117 horsepower, 634 kilos. It is incredibly light, but we'll see how quick it actually is. It's going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in an effort to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Ford GT90, a 28.180, and I bet it's quaking in its boots looking at the Suzuki Cervo mode SR4. In terms of where this car's going to go, I mean, a target for this. Honda Life, 35.776, admittedly that had racing modifications. The Miniker was up 30 horsepower on this. It's not looking good. I mean, actually, that first lap was trash, and it's already quicker than the Opti Club Sport, which is better than most of these key cars ever get. Maybe this one's really quick. It doesn't feel it. It feels like a key car, but I don't know. Maybe there is something that's quaking its boots here. Honda Life 35.776. It could be possible that it beats the Honda Life. Which, like I said, had racing modification. It didn't have that much more power than this, but yeah, this one's, oh wow, this is quick, 34.428. I am sorry, Suzuki Cervo mode, Cervo, whatever you called, what is it? The Suzuki Cervo mode SR4. Yeah, I'm sorry, I insulted you. I thought you was going to be absolute tosh, and it turns out you're actually quite good. Can it beat the Mitsubishi Miniker? That would be quite an achievement for it, because the Miniker has a lot more power than this. As I mentioned, the Miniker actually has 20% more power than this, and believe me, when it comes to key cars in this game, 20% is a lot. Because, as we've discussed before in this series, these cars aren't quick, really. These key cars, in real life, a 128 horsepower four-wheel drive car with 600 kilos of weight, that is a recipe for an excellent car for this sort of course, but in-game they're just not that quick. They're just not, it's not it. They never will be it, unfortunately. Which is a shame, because I do, like I say, I think these things are, like, realistically, if you used to drive these around a go-kart course, it'd be hilarious, and you would be beating stuff like the Toyota GT1 with them, because you would not want to drive a GT1 around a go-kart track. Okay, maybe some of you would, but for the most part you wouldn't, especially if it was yours and you was paying for it. But something like this, though, would be hilarious, and would be quite quick, so... It's beaten the Miniker! Go on, Suzuki! Again, it's no Wagon R Turbo or anything like that, and when you're no Wagon R Turbo, that is not great, but Suzuki is very much coming out on top as being the best key car manufacturer in this game, really. I mean, they've had consistently, I think they've had the quickest key cars so far. Daihatsu's obviously, you know, not the quickest, and then, you know, you've had the Hondas, which have also been a bit of a mixed bag. 33.993. I tell you what, that is about 2 seconds quicker than I was expecting this to be. You know how most cars have 2/10 in them? This one had a whole 2 second in it, and as you can see, the developers like this car so much the wheel glitches through the bonnet. Incredible. Yeah, 33.993. I am shocked, in all honesty. That was way quicker than I was expecting it to be. It's good. He's actually, it does feel sort of, admittedly originally I didn't think it felt that much quicker than a standard key car, but to be honest with you, it sort of does. 33.993, it's going to go into 96th place, which admittedly doesn't sound like a lot, but it beats the Mitsubishi Minica, which, as I may remind you, has more power than this. Beats the Honda Life T, absolutely destroys it by almost 2 seconds, quicker than a Honda Beat, quicker than a Move CX and an Opti Club Sport. I mean, it's only 0.6 off of the Autozam, and the Autozam has like 60 more horsepower than this, and that's an actual sports car, or it's supposed to be. That's quite incredible, actually. Yeah, well done to the Suzuki Cervo Mode SR4, as I had to look at its name again. Anyways, that's it for this edition of the Hot Lap Classic. Do hope you've enjoyed. Join me next time when I'll be driving something completely different. Until then, farewell.